Join me as we look at this Vegeta that comes with one of the best accessories for a figure. And it's so cool that they added it. Well, they got us again with another Vegeta, and this time it's Super Saiyan 3. Let's open this thing and find out if this Vegeta, that's not in here because I already opened it, is any good. I don't know. Probably not. It's basically, I think, the exact same version that we got, but with big head mode turned on. And a Goku face. Ah, crap. I gotta go get my Goku. At least it's a happy face Goku because, you know, that's... Wait, is it happy? Is he scared? That's a scared boy. So before we go any further, we have to look at the box, which shows us all of these goodies through this little window. And on the back of it, we get all of these action shots. And these are all fun things that give us good ideas on how to do posing. I'm a little upset that I spent this money on this guy. I don't remember how much it was, but it's Vegeta. Of course I'm gonna buy it. Plus I'm gonna buy it so I can review it. And I think I've bought every single item from Daima so far. Open the flaps, you flip him over, and then, oh, this side, I shouldn't have done. There's nothing there. This side tells you you can swap the arms around. He comes with a stand, which is crazy, or is it just saying you can use a stand? Does it come with a stand? It comes with a stand. That helps the price, certainly. But is it any good? Should this have just been like an accessory set? I mean, they could make a ton of money by just selling accessory parts, effects and faces and things like that, and just like expand Daima substantially with a pack of things. Just give everybody stuff. Anyway, I'm just a genius businessman. Take the box, throw it over your shoulder because, I don't know. And then you got this little flippy flap, and you take that and throw that over your shoulder. Because also, I don't know. On the back side is the stand, and it does make me happy that there's one included. But you can get like 2 of these things for 20 bucks on Amazon. Pretty sure that was the price. I have them. I'll put a link in the description. Speaking of link in the description, I don't know that you're gonna be able to get this guy anywhere, but if I can find something like, I don't know, Kowkis or somebody, it might exist, but he's gonna be expensive. If you're not familiar, this came from Premium Bandai, so it makes it like a very limited thing that's like harder to get anywhere else. They really need to put stands in the boxes way more often. It's a little frustrating that they don't, but I'm gonna complain about that to the end of time. Hope I didn't lose anything. Based on the previous Vegeta, yes, you do get more stuff. You only get 3 sets of hands aside from his fists, where here, you get 6 sets of hands. You still get the crossed arms, you get an alternate headpiece, 4 faceplates total, and then a little boy body. So now you get a stand, you get the big head boy. I think he might be sculpted differently. You get 4 faces still, you get an extra piece which will melt your face off. Arms crossed, 6 sets of hands, an effect piece, and then a Goku face. So, pretty solid set. I mean, he is super tiny, so it's not like they put a lot of plastic in here. Maybe made up for it with the stand, so thanks. But let's pull this guy over because we do need to make sure we do some comparisons. He does look a bit buffer. I was gonna say buffier, so why not? Buffier. Okay, stand, it's basic, it plugs in, it does the things, and it holds him, and then you put this piece right here, tighten your screws, pop these parts off, stick them in here, and you got a little claw. There you go. Cool, let's move on. Starting with the Goku face, so this is one of his default ones, and if you take that off, you can put the new one on. Well, who would have thought? Look at that. I love it. That's actually a fantastic face. This is definitely, I don't know. I mean, it's scene specific, but who remembers this? I love it. Love it. On by default, it's just grumpy boy Vegeta. Look at him. He's just it's classic face, man. Looking at the head sculpt, we got some nice gradients to the darker tone to the frosted tips or whatever. And he's looking pretty solid, honestly, as far as the head sculpt goes. Alternate plate number 1. Oh my goodness. That's cool. The really nice depth on the mouth. The colors of the eyes look really nice. My least favorite thing about Super Saiyan 3 is the no eyebrow look. Up next is this with the eyes shifted a bit, which is nice to have. Maybe my favorite out of the set here is this one with the cockiness. Again, eyes shifted, but in the other direction, but a pretty classic Vegeta face. On by default, he's got these little punchy hands. His arms do look a little beefier. So let's pull out the regular version here and look at that. Yeah, I think so. I think his shoulders are certainly bigger. He still suffers from that, like, gross armpit thing. It looks like his arms are a new sculpt all the way through, from the shoulders down through the top of the glove. The chest is, I think, the same. The legs are certainly thicker on the Super Saiyan 3, and then I think the rest might be the same. Maybe a little thicker in the top part of the boots. But the same juicy little booty. That's weird. Let's move that over there. The crossed arm thing is basically what we got before, where it's like a two-piece thing, which I do enjoy. It makes it a lot easier to put together. There we go, and that is a great combo of this face with these arms. He's just, you know, always super cocky. First set of hands are good for his fighting stance, and yes, all of these gloved hands have fingernails. I don't know why. First set of unique hands for this figure are these pointing ones, which are fantastic and great for some attitude. Like this. Too hot. And like the last time, we got a good set of Ki Blast hands, again complete with fingernails. Why? Unique to the set are these flat hands, which are good for like blocking Ki Blast or doing a Ki Blast. Block or do. You get a set of classic Ki Blast, and you get a same set of those hands, but with the peg in the center so that we can apply this effect piece, which honestly looks pretty solid. It's got a almost like a silver pearlescence or something on the front portion, and then it's just clear on the back side. So you can have this in either set of hands. Pretty solid. I mean, it's a nice little effect that's unique to this version of him, but I kind of almost wish there was like a blast effect and that actually came out of him versus just this little thing. But I'm happy we got it because effects are very rare with SHFiguarts these days. Now, there is one more piece that we need to look at that is very unique to this set, and the reason why I say it will blow your mind is because it's got this little hole in it. Check that out. So this little hole is made for this stand. So you can remove the claw piece and then pop this into his hair part like that, and then when we remove it from this portion of his head, replace it, we now have a stand that does not show a claw. It does not require a hole in his back like a Figma action figure. I mean, obviously there's one in his hair, but even if you remove this, check it out. You're really not going to see that hole unless you're looking at it from that angle. So this is a very, very welcome accessory to have in the box that completely changes the way you could display your Vegeta. Now, obviously, that limits this setup to this Vegeta, but you do have a claw in here, so if you want to use this stand for other figures, which is something I use in a lot of my videos, it really just kind of comes down to whatever claws you can find around the house that came with action figures in the past, often Mayfex, but lately I've been using the 2-pack of these that I got from Amazon. So all in all, I think this is a pretty solid set. I do think that his articulation's basically going to be the same, if not worse, because of his hair. So let's take a quick look at that. He does look down just fine. He looks up actually really well. So if you want him in a flying pose with the right set of eyes, it definitely can work. And honestly, you could remove that and get even more out of him. As far as the arms go, I mean, it's basically what we saw with the last one. He's less engineered compared to Goku, so he did disappoint me a bit more in this version compared to Goku, because I feel like, I'm gonna keep saying Goku. I feel like Goku was blowing my mind when I reviewed that thing for how small it is. But this guy, he's just got really limited range. His extra large muscles don't seem to be making that much of a difference. I think he's essentially the same. So we can give him, I guess, the exact same score, which I don't score anything, so it's the same. But overall, is this Vegeta worth it? I don't know. It's so expensive to get these little guys and have such limited stuff in there. It's really fun. I love Vegeta. I really enjoyed Daima. So for me, I'm a happy boy. I also don't really put these guys out on display, which is weird. I do the adult versions, and why do I keep putting these guys back in their box? I don't know. It's a solid setup. Again, you just gotta like Dragon Ball Daima a lot, or just love this mini version of the figure. And if it is something you want, again, I'll do my best to put some links down in the description, at least to the stands. Maybe I can find this guy being resold somewhere like Kowkis or whatever. Just expect a pretty high price tag. And let's not forget, we have a wonderful new face for Kid Goku. Well, Mini. It's not a kid. It's Mini Goku. Well, there we have it, folks. If you want to see some more stuff from Daima, then be sure to click that right there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.